Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Can anyone hear me? Mm. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Please, can anyone hear me? All right. Okay. I think okay, I can see just one person that confirms they can hear me. Can anyone hear me? I know Mr. Onyekachi can hear me. All right, good afternoon, everyone. We will just give the others to join us. We'll give them about 3 minutes before we kick off. This is 102, so 105 will kick off. Please bear with us. All right, I think I should just go on. So once again, I welcome each and every one of us to today's workshop, social media management workshop. My name is Jessie Amaogu, and I am a marketer for Drogo. I am also a social media manager, so it's basically the same thing, social media marketing, right? So and today we would be talking about the 5 phases of social media strategy that tells us how to build our social media presence on social media. Let's get right into it. All right. So by the end of this section, we expect that we all understand what social media marketing is all about. That is our social media strategy, how to plan our social media strategy, how to build one, test, and refine from time to time, refine your social media strategy. So the first thing we have to do is understand that social media is critical. It is not just a marketing tool, right? In the digital age, social media has become an integral part of our daily lives, transforming how we communicate, share information, and connect with others. If we look around us today, we see that social media is integrated in almost everything that we do. Most times, if you don't have data, your phone feels like a calculator. It's just empty. It's just there, right? And yeah, so we social media is very, very important in our day-to-day lives. And for businesses, it represents a powerful platform that extends far beyond traditional marketing. Social media offers unprecedented opportunities for engaging with customers, building and maintaining a strong brand presence, and gaining valuable insights into consumer behavior. Right? So social media goes far beyond just a marketing tool. With social media, you can understand and you can maintain a very strong brand presence, connect and communicate with your audience, right? Who in the long run can convert to being your customers, and you gain valuable insight into their behaviors, right, as consumers and as overall your audience. Right. So the first phase of the social media marketing is to understand what a social media marketing is all about and what it looks like. Social media marketing involves various strategies and tactics to promote a brand, product, or service on social media platforms, right? So in promoting your brand, you can decide to create, you have to create and share your content. You have to always show up for your brand every day. You have to share and create relatable content that your consumers, your target audience can relate to, right? And then you have to also promote your brand through paid advertising, through sponsored ads, video ads, just generally content, sponsoring your content. That's running ads on your either your post or your brand, right? And then um you have to promote your brand through influencers partnership. You have to reach out to partners. You have to understand that there are different types of partners out there. We have the food partners. Sorry. We have to understand that there are different influencers, not partners, influencers out there, right? We have the food influencers, clothing influencers, right? And then we also have influencers that promote brands. So you reach out to them, we reach out to these influencers and propose a partnership with them. And then we have contests, giveaways, and challenges. This is one way to promote online, also email marketing, and then user generated content and campaigns, and also crisis management. We can have a case where a brand is suffering online due to negative feedbacks, right? Say a food brand can have a customer, right, saying nasty things about them on social media. Why? Maybe poor customer service or just one thing or the other. You, as a social media manager, or even as the brand owner, like as the owner of the business, should know how to manage that crisis very well, so that and it's also one way to promote your brand. If you can do that excellently, then I'm pretty sure that you have promoted your brand in a way. So good crisis management is very, very important. And then we have the ABCs of social media marketing. These are things that you should know when we speak about social media marketing. We have awareness, A for awareness, B for brand loyalty, and C for community. Of course, we want to get people interested in our brand. by increasing our brand visibility and recognition through consistent content and advertising. So what I mentioned earlier, you always want to show up for your brand, right? Through and you can achieve that through consistent content, like posting consistently on your page and advertising, running ads, influencer partnership. That's also one way to run ads, right? If you have them push your post on their platforms, that's another way. And then brand loyalty, of course, say we have achieved the first stage of social media marketing, which is awareness. We've created awareness for our brand. We want to imbibe the spirit of loyalty. We want to get people convinced that okay, they can trust this brand, right? So we build trust and credibility by engaging with our audience, sharing user generated content and showcasing customer experience. So I mentioned three things here: engaging with our audience. And how do you engage with with your audience? Right, is by interacting with them. And how do you do that? You engage with their posts, right? You engage, like you engage personally with their posts. You'd share related or relatable content with them. And testimonials is also very, very important to show up for your brand, right? You want to reach out to people that have used your brand, trusted your brand to a certain extent, and talk about your brand online. That's one way for people to see that okay, this works for A, so it might as well just work for me, right? And also want to get people engaged. You create a loyal community by encouraging interactions, hosting content and question and answers, and collaborating with influencers and other brands, right? So we have two types of marketing. We have the traditional marketing, and then we have social media marketing. Traditional marketing is a one-way communication that is from company to a customer through offline channels to promote products and track sales, right? So this is limited in the sense that it's just the company that is communicating with the audience, the customers, right? Me as a company, I am just preaching about about my brand. I'm telling you the futures. I'm telling you things that you stand to gain as a customer. I am not directly hearing you. I don't exactly know what you are or what your feedback is or what your experiences with this brand is. There is no personal relationship. Traditional marketing uses offline channels like we have print, we have TV, radio, billboards, and events. These are all traditional channels, offline channels for traditional marketing. Traditional marketing also emphasizes product features and benefits. Like I mentioned earlier, it highlights the product features, right? What you stand to gain if you use this product, right? So yeah, it emphasizes that, and it also measures success through sales, leads, and conversions, right? How they know a particular campaign or a particular um yeah, I'll just use campaign is working out or is successful is if they sell, like through sales, leads, and conversions, right? And it can be very, very expensive and hard to track your ROI through traditional marketing, right? And some examples of traditional marketing newspaper ads, CV commercials, direct mail, trade shows, right? These are all examples of traditional marketing. And then we go down to social media marketing, and this focuses on is a two-way communication, company to customer and customer to company, right? You as a company, you can reach out to your customer, and vice versa. Vice versa, they can reach out to you. They can communicate their challenges or problems, or if they have opinions about a feature request or whatever it is, they can it's a two-way communication, goes both ways. Social media marketing uses online channels like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. There are other platforms out there. You have TikTok, other platforms that you can that social media utilizes, right? That online channels basically, right? And then it emphasizes on building relationships, engagement, and brand awareness. So this brings us back to the point of it's social media marketing is not just a marketing tool. Through social media, you can create brand awareness, you can engage and build relationships with your customers. Social media marketing measures success through engagement metrics like likes, shares, comments, right, website traffic and conversion. So how we know that we are doing well with our marketing on social media is if I'm getting people to interact or engage with my post. And how do I know they are actually engaging with my post? Is if they like it through their likes, if they share the post, if they comment on the post, then I know that okay, this is doing well with this my target audience, right? And social media is cost effective and trackable. You can track it. So the examples of social media marketing are social media ads, influencers partnership, content marketing, social media contest, and others. There are a lot of examples, right? So for the first phase, we have understood what social media marketing looks like. What we want to do now is plan. Right. The planning phase is a crucial step in developing a successful social media strategy. It's where you lay the foundations for your social media efforts, defining your goals, identifying your target audience. This is where you have a list of, how you plan your social media strategy. And how do you plan it? By defining your goals. You have to set specific, measurable objectives, not just, they have to be specific and measurable, your goals. And then you have to know your audience. Okay, who are these people that I'm trying to reach out to? You have to study them, identify the demographics, interests, and behaviors of these people. And also you want to audit your presence. You want to know your competitors as well, right? You are just entering into a new market. You want to study the platform. First of all, you want to know, okay, these are the people I am up against. You want to study them, and it's a competition. Know how to better step up your game, right? And then you choose your platforms. You select platforms that aligns with your goals and audiences. Take for instance, if a fashion brand, and I want to select my platform, I would think, okay, so where do people visit when they are looking for fashion inspirations? Yeah, they visit Pinterest. Pinterest is a platform, right? They visit TikTok, Instagram, right? So I would want to put my brand up there. So you have to choose the platform that aligns with your goals and audience. Yeah, and you have to plan your content as well. Develop a content strategy and calendar, right? It is very, very important that we have a plan for our social media posts and engagements, right? And we have schedulers, we have tools that can help us schedule our posts, right? So just better streamline our workflows for us, right? And some of these platforms have these tools, right? Instagram, you can schedule a post on Instagram. You can do same for Twitter and LinkedIn, I think, yes. So we want to plan our content and consider influencers. So we've researched on some influencers that can help us promote our brand. What we want to do now is reach out to them and propose a partnership with them. And then you want to plan your advertising. You want to determine paid social media and ad budgets and targeting, right? You want to know when you run ads. You should have a budget for that. And you want to engage, develop a plan for responding to comments and messages. Engagement is very, very important. It is very, very important in social media, right? So we have to always engage with our customers, let them know that we care about us, right? And then track progress. How do you track progress? By establishing metrics and monitoring tools. Some of these platforms too can help you track your progress. So this is the phase two, the planning phase, where you have to do all of this to get started. Right. So we have understood what social media marketing looks like. We understand how social media marketing works. We have created a plan that can work for us. Now we want to implement, we want to build, right? So this is where you start creating and implementing the plans outlined in the previous phase. And how do you get started? The first thing you want to do is set up your social media accounts. You have identified these platforms that can help your brand create your profiles on these platforms, right? You want to start creating content as well. That's the second thing you want to do. Create your content and make sure that they are high quality content. Things that your not your customers, your audience will come across and be like, I can relate to this. And like they're just engaging. They're just engaging, right? And make sure that they align with your content strategy. So you might want to also invest in, tools that will aid your a great high quality content, right? Maybe a good camera, a good background, things like that. And then your content calendar, you schedule your content in advance using a content calendar tool. Influencers partnership as well, reach out and collaborate with identified influencers. And then social media marketing, you want to launch paid social media ad campaigns. We also have engagement tools, right? So these are tools for monitoring and responding to comments, messages, and reviews. So if you are like me that does not always want to engage, or most times I find it stressful, but it is very, very necessary. But some tools that I use to help me engage with comments are Hootsuite, Chatfuel, TubeBuddy, and there are a lot of them out there. But here are some that I outlined for us, so we might want to use that. And then we have analytics tools. We can install analytics tools to help us track our performance metrics. And then team roles and responsibilities. Define roles for content creation, engagement, and monitoring, right? And then so when we start with these steps, we will begin building our social media presence, creating engaging content, and setting up the necessary tools for success. So this is for these are like things to consider, factors to consider when we want to pick our platforms on social media. You want to consider your target audience's age, interests, and online behavior, right? It still falls down to research. You carry out your research, okay, these people that I'm trying to sell my brand to, sell products to, who are they, what do they do, what's their age grade, what interests them. Ask these questions and carry out your research. And then the type of content you want to share, you have to know whether it's relatable content or just strictly business, right? Just identify the kind of content you want to share with them. And then the platforms, advertising options, and targeting capabilities. Now these platforms that you've researched on and you would like to use for your social media marketing, do they allow me to say maybe run ads? Is it user friendly, right? Can I interact seamlessly with my customers, right? Can they reach out to me? Can I reach out to them? You have to make sure that there are no limitations in these platforms that would overall affect your overall performance, and engagement with them. And then the level of engagement and community building you want to achieve, right? So these are things that you want to consider when picking your platforms. And then we also have social media marketing considerations. These are things that you want to consider also when selecting your platforms. You want to consider the platform's user base size and relevance to your target audience. Now you want to think, okay, so does this platform accommodate a large number of people, right? And these people that you want to consider that, right? And you want to think about the viral content potential and shareability. Can I share my post with these people? Can they share? Is it user friendly, right? You want to evaluate the platform's ease of use for you and your target audience, right? Data collection as well. Use data to inform your content strategy and optimize. And then analytics, assess the platform's data collection policies and analytics. So these are things that you want to consider before creating your profiles on these platforms. Right. So we have talked about understanding. I want to believe that we understand what social media marketing is all about. We have planned our content strategy. We have implemented. The fourth one is what was the fourth one again? Sorry. The fourth one is tests, which is to build, right? This one to build. And then we want to refine. What do we mean when we say refine? Refining your social media strategy ensures you're always improving and maximizing your online presence and engagement. So we've gotten to this point where we have a working system, right? We always want to go back and refine our content to make sure that okay, we are getting better. We're not just stuck, or what's the word? We're always trying to get better, looking for ways to improve and get better. And so the things that you would want to refine are your messaging. You want to have a consistent tone and voice as a brand. If you change your social media manager tomorrow, you want to make sure that okay, the new person that you are employing can still maintain that consistent tone, right? You can still there's still one very consistent tone that you guys um can maintain on your page, right? You don't want the change to affect that. You want to widen your reach, expand to explore new social media platforms, right? Expand. You want to also recognize and feature loyal customers. So people that have stuck with you for a very long time, you want to recognize them and feature them in some of your programs, right? Reward loyalty basically, and then increase engagement. Use interactive content like polls and contests, right, to engage your customers, right? So this is basically the five. These are basically the five phases of social media marketing, right? Understand what social media marketing is, plan, be able to lay the foundation for your social media efforts, defining your goals, identifying your target audience, and determining the best approach to achieve your objectives. You can build and by doing that, you build your social media presence, and setting up the necessary tools for success. And then you are testing by selecting the right platforms for your goals and audience. And you're as well refining by constantly improving and maximizing your online presence and engagement. So these are basically the five phases of social media strategy. So if we are social media managers here, or we are starting out to be one, or you're a brand owner, these are the basic things that you should know, right? In setting up your account and creating your brand awareness on social media platforms. So I am hoping that we have been able to gain one or two things from this workshop. If we okay, before I end this, I'll leave us with these words from Scott Cook, the founder of Intuit. A brand is no longer what we tell the consumer it is. It is what consumers tell each other. It is what consumers tell each other it is. Right. So in this case, you are not doing the talking. Your brand is doing the talking for you. And then also those that have trusted your brands, that have, tried your brands for themselves. Because that's why testimonials is very, very important. User generated content is very, very important. Right. So yeah, thank you very much. I'll open the floor for questions now. Do we have any questions from me? Okay, let me go to the comments. Okay, right. So questions. Okay, you are requesting for the slide. Omoni Christopher. All right, I would find a way to get it across to you. I don't know if I can share here. Well, questions, please. Questions. Questions. All right, so am I to assume that we don't have questions for me? All right then. Thank you very much for listening in today, and I am hoping that I have one way or the other communicated, very powerful tools and things that we can implement in our social media journey. Right. Thank you very much. To have a wonderful day, everyone. I okay. Oh, before you go, please. This happens every Tuesday, right? Happens every Tuesday by 1 p.m. Right? So please, we are looking forward to meeting you all again next week, same time, not same day, right? But Tuesday by 1 p.m. Right, and you can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram at xdeputyhq, right, and connect with us via LinkedIn at xdeputy dot at xdeputy. Right, thank you very much, everyone. Bye.